Oh shit, here we go again.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of SEN Live this Monday morning. Did you survive the weekend? Man, what a weekend. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. It was crazy weekend, the weekend. I'm talking about the weekend, but we're here on a Monday morning. Hope you all survived. Hope you all are waking up, or if you've been up for a bit, hope we're coming in on time to entertain you and distract you from the madness of the world. I am the host, John Rocha, for today, sitting in for my man, Christian Harloff. I am joined, as always, on a Monday morning by the Monday crew, where we're all, everybody is accounted and everybody is present and accounted for. Nobody is in U-Hauls. Nobody is out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody is out hanging out for parties. We're all here. Let's introduce them now. The lovely and talented Kate Mulligan. How are you, Kate?
I was sure you were going to do Brett Sheridan.
No, I saw food in your mouth. I'm like, oh, I got to go with Kate first.
No, that was just lipstick all over my face.
Oh, what's...
People think that's part of my manager character. I'm like, yeah,
right in the back. Lipstick on my lips, on my teeth. Brett Sheridan over there finishing an important call. Just closed on a second house. How are you, Brett?
Man, I love trying to figure out electrical stuff when I'm not an electrician. So that's fun. I was just being overly explained something by a company, and I thought was going to take 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to call you later with the voltage meter, but I do a podcast. Oh, what's it about? No, we can't talk about this. I got to do a show.
And over there, RB3 handling things with the tech, still glowing over the Lakers' victory. Now the Dodgers in the World Series. How are you feeling, man?
It's a good time to be a Los Angelito. Good time to be here, man. It's it sucks that it's happening during this quarantine time.
True.
I wish we could go outside and riot like the rest of like we deserve to in these times of winning.
People did anyways.
Yeah,
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, but I just wish I would have loved to have been out there if it was safe. If there wasn't COVID, I would have been out there too. But
it wasn't even safe without the COVID. They shot people.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's safe to riot for a victory there.
Yeah.
Dodgers fans don't play.
No, Dodgers fans do not play. That's for sure.
It's actually, I only want us to get into the World Series.
So I want to start with that.
Quarantine.
Will there be an asterisk next to any of these championships?
No, I don't think so at all. It depends on the situation. I think with college football, yes, because not all the teams started on time and not all the teams initially played. So now you've got these other teams that are sliding in playing catch-up games, like the Pac-12 sliding in the middle of the season to play 5 or 6 games. I don't think any of the college football championship stuff matters at all. But the NBA championship matters. I think the World Series matters. I think all that matters because they adapted to the situation, put everything under a bubble, and tried to make it work. The NFL is close, though, man. The NFL's on the ropes for the last 3 rounds because of different people testing positive on different teams and having shut down.
They need to stop shaking hands after the game. I realize, like, it was sportsmanship and stuff. Baseball doesn't shake hands. They never have. They just go celebrate on the mound.
Yeah.
They need to stop shaking hands. Like, just be like, hey, good game. Later.
Yeah. And roll on. By the way, that's Ben Goddard, who just got out of a U-Haul driving. We're not going to say where he went, but Ben, because that would get me in trouble. But Ben Goddard did an incredible friend thing by helping a friend move out of state for a number of days. And I was surprised that he survived because that can be pretty scary and hairy, especially when you're driving a big-ass U-Haul truck.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, man.
What was the craziest experience you had in the whole drive?
Wait, quick question. How many footer were you? In 24-footer or
28.
28er?
28er, baby.
Dude, that's just below when you need to get that CDL license, I believe.
That's right.
How do they have
it was like it said smooth ride van on the side. Nothing could be further from the
Dude, I can't talk about an anxiety attack. 28-footer. Oh man, I do not envy you. That's
you're parking that thing.
It was tough.
Yeah, you're parking that thing like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, just like with the everything we had in there, like we had 0 pickup, so just like, oh my god. But
yeah,
I'd say the craziest thing. There's a little town. It's called Sayre, Oklahoma. I'm not telling y'all to visit there, but it literally looks like fucking Derry from It.
Holy shit!
Like, there was there was this main street we drove across, like there's the train tracks, and you drive across train tracks and you look down the street and it looks like an old Hollywood matte painting.
Wow.
Had like the brick buildings, all the tiny shops, and at the end was a courthouse. And the courthouse looked fake. Like it looked like I could go over like Blazing Saddles and like tip it over. It was crazy. We just like pulled over to get gas there. But I wish like we hit the green light both times in that intersection, because I would have hopped out and taken a picture of it, because it was the most ridiculous looking town. It's like if you're ever looking for cheap filming locations, go to Sayre, Oklahoma. You will nail it.
Wow. Did people come wandering out? Hi.
Well, we were the only ones wearing masks, so everyone was like,
that's good.
Ain't from around
plates
here.
over there.
Is that 28 footer?
Yeah.
28 footer.
Y'all fitting to stay a while?
You want to see Joe down there? Got himself in the Econo Lodge. He got room for you.
Go shack up with him and have a good time.
Hey, I see you got one of them smooth rides. You got
Yeah. City boy with a smooth ride.
I've seen a couple of those come on back through here.
I got a mask you can wear, layer a little pretty face.
Oh, look at that hair. Is that product in your hair, boy? Oh, that's going to look good. That look good.
Okay, so what we all wanted to do was drop the F word, but we didn't.
That's true. Very true. But anyway, yeah.
RB3 knows.
Oh, shit, I got that. Oh, Kate.
Oh, you
Take a
got
second.
got that gel in your hair? Don't get any F words around here.
Hey, Ethel, is that what they mean when they say skinny jeans? Is that the skinny jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could not fit in any skinny jeans right now. That's for damn sure.
I could never. Oh, I tried a couple try-ons of the old skinny jeans, and it was nope, hope this never picks up.
Oh.
You guys, Brett just sent me a text that says I'm quite.
Yes.
Listen, I don't know how to spell "in" from this distance. No.
Oh, fair.
Brett, I'm quite what?
You're quiet.
I'm quite attractive. I'm
Yes.
quite hilarious. I'm quite amazing. No, I knew you. Am I better? I turned it up a little. Thank you.
For making
Putting you
fun
on
of my
blast?
Midwest
Yes.
schooling.
There you go.
So going back to the
Yeah.
sports stuff,
Yeah.
like the NBA, like it was amazing what they did with the bubble. Like
Sure.
I wish it'd be harder, for NFL teams to do that, just because there's
Oh, yeah.
more and
It's too many people.
Yeah. But I think I'm not saying this against the Lakers. I don't think they deserve LeBron, but they deserve the championship.
Wow.
But I do think there has to be said that they didn't play a full season, and not every team got invited to the bubble. I realize, who didn't get invited? The Pistons. It's
because they were terrible. Yeah.
I know, but it has to be said. It's a different season, so I'm not saying there should be an asterisk, but I like talking about it.
All right.
Well, for the record, if anybody looks at anything that happens in 2020 and doesn't immediately put an asterisk on it, I mean, I think our brains are going to do that anyway. But I don't know. I feel like baseball, I don't care if it was a shortened season or not. Like, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I think they did it right in the playoffs, because they did. I mean, they did travel around, but in the playoffs, they put everything in a bubble. And in the same, like it was here in San Diego, and I couldn't go see any of the games because they don't let anybody in the stadiums. But apparently they did in fucking Atlanta, or wherever Atlanta and the Dodgers were playing. They let people in Texas. I think it was in Texas they were playing, so they let some people in to watch the games, and I was so mad. Because it would have been nice to watch a little playoff baseball with nobody in the stadium, with 5,000-10,000 people in the stadium. That's nice.
Spread out.
Yeah, you could spread out and relax, come closer to the field.
Dude, I can't wait to go to a social distance concert with my friend went to it was like a drive-in rave, and we did Brett and Kate's Playdate. No, Kate, I think that was when you were gone. It was me, Brett, and Ian was there. They have these raised platforms. It's like a little raised platform,
James
and you get your own
donated
box.
$500.
Thank you,
Looking here
James.
to make a name for myself
Bam!
in this community.
That's right.
Most followers since sometime in the mid 2010s.
All
I love
right,
you guys
fuck it.
and want to support you all, but I'm
Thank you,
also
James.
selfish and want 5 more different impression-offs.
Okay. We'll get those by the end of the
100%.
So-
Whatever you want, James. Whatever you
All
want.
right, so on Friday, I was pushing hard for us to cross 1,000, and James came in like gangbusters right in the first hour with a donation like this. It was incredible. And so now he's picking up where he left off. So now we're at the 500 mark already. So after this, it's gravy. Let's try to break some records today.
Hey, listen.
Keep sending your Streamlabs and Schmobots super chats, and we will absolutely do what you need. Sorry, RB, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we hit that 1,000 again, I mean, do I gotta take my shirt off again?
You gotta take your shirt off again.
Is that what's going on?
Miss?
All right, cool.
Friday was a wild show, bro.
Yeah, Friday was a good time.
Hey, and Rocha, and they don't even always have to be impressions.
No, they don't.
They could just say hello or tell us how good we're doing. It doesn't have to be 5 impressions.
Could be a question. Could just be 5 questions.
For the
You guys, 5 questions.
By the way, James Lavario, I got to say something to you. You got that 28-footer?
Shoot. He got it loaded up with doubloons.
Where?
Big Mac truck.
Suge 9323 donated
Shug.
$20.
Shug. Thank
Happy
you,
Monday,
Shug.
crew. My Dodgers are going to the World Series. My Lakers are
They are.
NBA champs, and my Steelers are 5-0. Sports are being
true.
good to me this year. Who is
They are.
everyone's sports team and favorite sports memory? Mine is taking
wow.
my son to a Dodgers game.
Oh,
That's good.
which one of your
nice.
This
sons?
is way too early for sports talk. I don't need to pee yet. Why are you doing that?
Anyway, Shug, I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom is doing well, bro.
Yeah.
So sending you best wishes for what you're struggling with,
Simpson
my man. So
donated $20.
Okay.
my
This
God.
is for the record as a hometown Astros fan. By rights, we shouldn't have been that deep into the postseason after our terrible regular season. Laugh
True.
and jeer at my team and me as a hometown fan, but I'm damn proud of them and hopeful of their future. Tim Sim donated $20.
Thank you, Tim.
This is for the record.
Oh, and there's the same one. There's the same one. Yeah.
Oh, same one. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Tim, but I will.
Shug Knight. Okay, so favorite sports memory, anybody?
Favorite sports team and favorite sports memory.
Yeah, favorite sports team.
Spurs, and last time I was in Texas, when I was 15, me and my dad got to go see. It was like David Robinson's last year,
Nice.
so I got to go. It wasn't like a big game or anything,
Right.
but it was just like I got to see David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker all play together. So that was pretty great.
Yeah, Admiral.
I think it was the year they won the championship. Later that year,
They did win it the last year. He was there.
the last year, and so that was pretty cool seeing them all together.
Nice. What do you got, Kate?
I was just going to say, any of the times the Bulls won the championship.
Is that your favorite?
90s,
Right.
The 90s were good. No,
Chicago
I was going to
Bulls.
say, my most distinct Bulls memory was in my basement, my childhood home basement, watching, gripped, when John Paxton hit that 3.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like,
Big one.
it was a big one. Also, I should plug. Excuse me, I've got the chokies today. I was on Robert Yamagata's Rob Saves Sports podcast, and we talked about The Last Dance, and that has dropped today. So there we go.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. How many subscribers? RB.
Like it's on.
Well, obviously it's the Lakers, right? But favorite memory, I don't have. So my favorite game experience I had was we're celebrating my 13th birthday. It was the day before my 13th birthday, June 16, 2010, and it was Lakers Game 7 and their series against the Celtics. Where it was Kobe versus KG and all that. That Celtics squad, Doc Rivers, all that. So it was great. It was it wasn't like. But the thing, it kind of ended up being a blowout. But I just love seeing it. I saw it a Chili's nearby, so it was a really great time. It was a good way to celebrate the 13th birthday. But I also that shot that Derek Fisher made in 03. It might have been exactly. I was gonna say against your Spurs, Ben. That crazy. I remember that so distinctly. I was so little, but it was nuts. We were just losing.
That's a playground shot. That's a playground shot.
It's the luckiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
The way he ran off the court right afterwards too. Oh, that was so baller.
RB3, did you ever see Kobe play live?
No, I never saw Kobe play live. No, I never got to see that.
Sucks, man.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I never saw Jordan play live, so.
I did for the Wizards. That was terrible.
Yeah. Don't count that. Don't count that.
Horrific.
Don't count that.
Brett, you got anything?
I do
Sports-wise?
actually. They're with me myself
Okay.
playing sports, and I wasn't a big sports
Wow.
guy, not to this day. But it was just proud moments. My dad was like a deadhead who loved sports, kind of rode motorcycles and stuff. Was a tough guy, and supported me in theater regardless. Even though he wasn't interested, he was in every play I went to, everything like that. And I knew he didn't want to see the Marriage of Figaro. He didn't want to. This was not something he wanted to do, but I was a pretty good soccer player, and I was the top scorer of the year. And I mean, I got him like screaming on video, Brady, go, yeah. And when I scored several, I scored
Nice.
2 goals in that game, which is a lot for a soccer game.
Yeah.
And then the other one was when I was in a wrestling match, where a guy really pulled me through this like pancake kind of a move, and I was all messed up, and I saw him standing up in the stands, and I was like, I'm gonna keep going. I knew I was gonna lose it, but I kept going. And he was just told me how proud he was of me for sticking with it, even though he could tell I was hurting pretty bad. So
That's awesome.
I got to tell you, I'm going to counter that very sweet memory of yours, Brett, by saying now we know why Brett wears the earphones all the time. It's because he got them cauliflower ears.
Yeah. I wrestled 112 for everybody.
Wow.
I weigh 198 right now.
There's 4 of them in 112. You wrestled all 4? That's a 90s hip hop joke.
That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
I went between 112 and 114. It was I'll send you a picture you can throw up, RB3.
Sacrifice all those wrestling moments. I'll sacrifice all of them just to see him do Marriage of Figaro. That would be
Yeah, honestly.
Trenta.
I
played Hippolytus in Hippolytus.
Oh, all right, calm down. So good people on that. When I was younger, it was of course seeing my Skins win the Super Bowl the first time, and I was I don't want to say how old I am. By the way, my birthday's this Friday. It's insane. It's in. I don't look it, I don't feel it, but a certain number is coming up on Friday that just blows my mind that it's happening. So I'm going to divulge that I saw my Skins win a Super Bowl when I was 11, 12 years old, whatever it was, the first one when they won it. It used to be my favorite memory, but recently, of course, Liverpool's become my favorite team, and I think my favorite sports memory has been when they came back against Barcelona in that Champions League semifinal. They were down 4-0 coming out of the previous game, and then tied them up and won, they're down 3-0 rather, coming in, and they won 4-0 at home, and no one expected it, and both our top strikers were out with injuries, and somehow we pulled it off. It was the most amazing thing. I was watching it at Collider, and I had to leave the job and go and watch it at a bar because I was going insane at the job screaming, and I was like, I got to get out of here. So and I didn't even go in the bar. I paced outside the Barney's Beanery because they had the TVs on, and I couldn't pay because I was like, I'm going to be a complete asshole. I don't want to go in there. So outside I'm pacing for like 30 minutes watching the end of the game, going insane. So yeah, that's my favorite sports.
I haven't listened to anything you said since you said your
Patricia
birthday is
Metz
Friday.
donated $20.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Hey crew, welcome back, Ben. I missed
Thank
you.
you.
Hey,
That
thank you.
PPV Friday was a beautiful birthday gift for me. Was on Saturday. I have to go back and finish Mr. Young, a silly comedy Brendan Meyer was the lead actor in from, I think, 2013.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Real quick, do you know who you're a birthday twin with?
Robin
My
Williams?
wife.
Oh, your wife. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I was like, wait, your birthday's Friday? And then I realized, shit, my wife's birthday's Friday.
You gotta do something.
I'll tell you what, you don't have to get me anything, get her something.
I will try to think.
I think we all equally checked out when you started talking about soccer, though, John. So we're Americans. It happens.
We got 2 teams in LA, son. 2.
Yeah,
Come on.
We got 2 of everything in LA. So
We have 2 football teams in LA, and
It's true.
we don't even care about one of them.
That's
So
true.
let's
That's
not go
fair.
too far with soccer.
That's fair. LAFC though. Shout out to LAFC. They're killing it. Yeah, go ahead. What?
What?
Oh, RB3, were you gonna say
Diet
something?
Coke early.
no, that's it. That was all.
Anyway, if you're looking to send
that's
something,
easy.
I'm going to put my Amazon wish list.
I care about soccer, John. My son, that's one of the saddest things too with coach. Not one of them. There's a lot of sad things, but my son he was really excelling at soccer, and I miss seeing him play, and I miss him getting that exercise, and that was actually my sport. I know.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It's like of all the sports, I had to play the one that nobody was cool, playing. It's like, oh, I play soccer, guys. I do sports. F word.
Can't be right.
So,
all the soccer guys in my high school were getting laid, son. I don't know. That can't be right. They were
did
doing
you grow
well
up
for
in
themselves.
Nebraska?
No, Virginia.
We kind of have this thing called the Huskers, and that's about
fair.
the only thing you need to care about.
Is that a hockey team?
Oh boy!
I'm just kidding.
Hey Brett, where you going with them shin pads? Where you going with them shin pads, Brett?
Oh man, I'll tell you what, RB3, you need to take that umbrella down. You're sitting under a lot of shade today. Woo!
Anyway, we're 30 minutes in. Do we have a sponsor for today? Do we have anything
We
need
do,
to
Brett.
Okay.
We do. All right,
Sheridan?
let's pull that up. Shut the schmobots off.
Brett, what segue would you like me to give you?
Let's see. Hey, did you try to silently tell your friend that her mic was a little quiet, and then she told everybody that you spelled the word wrong? Well, you might be a little stressed or have anxiety or
You're
chronic
welcome.
pain from constantly being stabbed in the back like that. Or trouble sleeping at night. You're not alone. Many of us do. Personally, I hardly ever sleep, especially with this cat nipping at my toes all night long. But, when I do get some good sleep, it's when I use Feels. Feels is a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. It naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. It's really helped me, and it calms you out, but also it can give you a little energy too. It's a dual purpose type of a thing. You place a few drops of Feels under your tongue, and you feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember with CBD is that finding the right dose is important. Everybody's dose is different, so you leave room for experiment over a course of a week or so. You need to take more or less to get the effects you're after. Like I said, you can get energy, you can get sleep, relaxed, all that stuff. If you're new to CBD and you want to talk to somebody about it, they have a free CBD hotline that help you guide you through your experience. Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, hangover, or addiction. So you need to join the Feels community and get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. So Feels has me feeling better every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/SEN and get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/SEN to become a member and get 50% off automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/SEN.
Nice.
Go get your feels on. New tag.
Thank you, Brett.
Fantastic.
Well, I guess after the ad read and 30 minutes into the show, we should get into the main topic.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So the producers won't be mad at us at all. So we've had a lot of news about, obviously AMC is not doing well, Regal's not doing well, Cineworld's not. Theaters just aren't doing well. So, we've talked about prior episodes of like studios buying theaters, but it turns out that might not happen. Ann Sarnoff discussed, who is one of the virtual leaders for Warner Brothers, discussed the future of cinemas, and when asked about the possibility of them purchasing them, they said, "We have no plans to do that currently." And Donna Langley from Universal. So Universal and Warner Brothers were at this conference, and they both said they have no plans. And Sarnoff went on to say, quote, "I'm kind of an armchair sociologist, and I believe people want to have communal experiences, and especially with certain genres. We're big fans of exhibitors. They've been good partners of ours for many decades. We're rooting for them. I know it's tough sledding right now. I'm hoping they come out on the other side, probably even stronger." End quote. So how do we feel about this? Do you think they're just kind of putting on presses and being like, no, we're not going to buy something that's not going to make us money right now? Or do you believe that they're actual armchair sociologists?
Yes.
I love that. That's a great way to start. Kate, what do you think?
I mean, I think anybody who says that they're an armchair sociologist should be taken at face value because they probably have done a lot of research on what they're speaking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
This rings of no, guys, trust my source.
Yeah.
I know a gay. No, I was gonna say I feel like this is also tricky. You know, I think part of the reason why these conversations is that these conversations keep taking place, even though there's so many unknowns, is there's like a need to stay relevant. There's a need to stay in the conversation. Like we're seeing this with the pilot that Dickie had sold, and then they were going to shoot it, and they keep being like, okay, update, and we're like, you're only giving us an update.
Santoyo donated $20.
Thank you.
What's going on, crew and Tio Rocha? My best sports memory was on my 15th birthday. It was Cal Ripken Jr. last year playing, and when he came to Oakland they gave away Ripken baseball cards, and during BP I was able to meet him and get his autograph.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. Iron Man. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Cal Ripken, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Those steely blue eyes.
Hey.
Cali Rip, right, guy?
I like the way you handle those balls, Cal. Anyway, all right, where are we at, Kate?
Okay.
I was just gonna say that I feel like they were like they're just saying something so that they can tell someone else that they said something. Do you know what I mean? It's like everybody's scared for their jobs, so it's like a lot of like, which I understand. Let's stay positive. Let's keep looking towards the future. But I don't think we can have any answers now about what's happening 6 months from now.
I think you nailed it there at the end. That's actually the number one thing, is that nobody knows what's going to happen. So they're all posturing in certain places to allow themselves multiple avenues to explore once they get a little more concrete information, right? They're saying, we're not going to get studios, we're not going to buy, because that looks like you're basically taking money off dead people, and you're like rolling up on them as soon as they're dead and going, oh, let me see if I can get this and this and off that. And that looks bad, especially because people and a lot of film fans are super bummed out and depressed about what's happening to theaters. They really are. And I didn't understand that until I spent some more time talking to people online and social media stuff and hearing from them like how much they really do miss going to how much of an escape it really was for so many people who are not happy with their lives or not happy with their family life or whatever they've got going on. The theater was like a respite, a place they could escape to for all. Some people go like and see 2-3 films a day on a Saturday or Sunday.
That's why I used to do.
Just to escape and watch something, be entertained. And so you respect that. So for them to come in and go, yeah, we'll buy them all up and then we'll put our movies in there, it looks terrible. So I think they're just kind of saying, we're not exploring that right now, we're going to let it be, and blah, blah, blah. And Netflix and Amazon Prime have quietly been kind of doing it a little bit, like exploring the possibility. Of course, Disney has LCAP. So until they 100% officially say, AMC says, we're locking it down, it's all done, we're trying to sell off this land and these buildings, you're not going to see studios come in. It's got to be the theaters and the chains who eventually say, we're done, we're shutting it down, these are the only theaters that are going to be open, we're selling the rest of them. Then studios can come in because they're essentially being asked to come in, and they'll take over at that point if they want to. Nothing says they want to, but because it's a new headache to deal with to try to make that work. So I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, RB3.
Well, I mean, it's tough, right? Because I definitely, I could see like Universal and Warner Brothers definitely. For one, those are two studios I wouldn't see even being in the conversation to like buy a movie theater, right? Because a lot of studios are really struggling. Only real people you could really see having in that conversation, I think, are probably Disney. And like an Amazon Prime or Netflix or like a big streaming service, because those are really the only ones that are like super successful right now. Right. But but in the case where that is like the scenario where that's the reality, I've already said I don't want to see that happen. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's it's good competition, and I think frankly, holding on to movie theaters is what led to a lot of bad decision making in like the 1950s and the 1960s, and led to the studio system almost imploding, which in some ways them separating the whole like Paramount agreement thing and separating the theaters versus the studios actually ended up being a good thing for the film industry, and being less of an overhead cost. So I think there's definitely room. I think if anything, Amazon's not really a studio. They're a tech company. So they, that's a different conversation. I think they probably would be more interested in looking into that. But, I said it last week. If Disney literally laid off thousands of employees. Like the last thing I want to see them do is like, oh, we're gonna buy a movie theater. Like no, that or a movie theater chain. Like no, that's that's for one, it's bad optics all around. For two, like they're. As for the foreseeable future, like you said, Kate, we don't know what's going to happen. There could be a reality where a studio could end up buying a theater, and that ends up being a waste. And then we end up seeing another fallen studio, and that we've seen recently. We've seen a couple studios fall recently. So I don't want to see that happen. I think everybody should just wait. We should just keep calm. I don't know what the future for AMC is going to be. I hope the government can step in and give some sort of stimulus or, bail out a lot of these, not just the big theaters, but the little theaters too, the medium-sized theaters. Those are the ones I really get the most worried about too. So hopefully there's some sort of bailout. Hopefully there's some sort of situation, but I don't want to see a reality where studios are buying theaters. So I kind of like this news that, they're talking like this. So
yeah. Anybody else?
I think Rocha. Oh, go ahead, Ben. You were going to say something before RB3.
No, I'm good, honestly.
I think Rocha was on, the nose with like, oh, they're not going to jump in now, but they're holding out for the lowest price point.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's the sad truth of it is, they're waiting for them to be like, please help us, and then they will probably step in.
They're waiting for the everything must go sale.
Yes.
Going out of business.
They're like, we'll take that popcorn maker. We'll.
yes. Are you selling the shelves too?
Yes,
we're waiting for it to go to the police auction rather than buy it on sale.
Yeah.
I did not know about
storage wars the theaters.
Oh my God, that's kind of a brilliant show. Sad, but brilliant. We don't know what's inside these doors now. We don't know, but I'm gonna buy it sight unseen. Dude, and then they open the doors, and it's like
addicting, man. Like I would just go on binge watches of American Pickers.
Oh yeah,
the stuff people just have in their backyard, just like acres of just stuff, and they go through it. And it's amazing. And I do love the memes of Pawn Stars, like best I can do is $20. It's like, oh, it's so great.
All right, what do we got next, brother?
We got Disney news.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, Disney investor Dan Loeb, in a letter to CEO Bob Chapek, suggests that the company should just forego its planned theatrical releases and move them into streaming instead. A move that he says would definitely attract subscribers and generate them more profit. Let me see if I can summarize this letter real quick. Given the relationship that Disney has with the entertainment consuming public, thanks to franchises like Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar, they can leverage all those to increase the subscriber base. My understanding is that the old line executives don't want to go over the top with their big tentpole movies, which is why they announced they were pushing Black Widow and other movies to 2021. I don't think they appreciate the tiger they have by the tail, which is to say the value they can drive by moving into a subscription model, which has been adopted by everyone from Microsoft to Amazon. It's so value accretive. I've not heard that word before.
Okay.
So it seems like, we've had Black Widow pushed. Mulan didn't do great on a VOD. We're getting Soul in December on Disney Plus. But what do you guys like? Would you want to see Disney just become a streaming service, or really push, hey, not only do we have Mandalorian, all these Disney originals, we're gonna put on a Star Wars movie for our streaming service. We're gonna put on not just the MCU shows, but after Black Widow, maybe Eternals goes to Disney Plus or something. Yeah. Or what do you guys think?
I think with AMC and Universal, what happened there, that 17-day delay when they moved it from 75 to 17, I think that was ridiculed at the time, but I think now that is where a lot of these studios are starting to explore this possibility. This Loeb guy is no joke. His investment company is Third Point Capital, and they are, I think, the second or third highest investor in Disney. So he can speak out about this because he actually has weight on this. He built a stake in Disney during its second quarter with the investments he was making. And you've got balls when you can send a letter to the CEO and he becomes news on the entertainment websites of what you're saying. So his math
Brad, that's all I did to you. You sent me something and I made it news.
You made it news.
I just made it news.
Kate's got balls. Mr. Loeb is saying here, according to the New York Times, with cutting it's worth about by cutting its dividend, Disney by cutting its dividend, which is worth about $3 billion a year, the company could more than double its Disney Plus content budget of about $1 billion a year, combined with raising the service's monthly fee currently at $6 a month and reducing so-called churn or subscriber defections. The hedge fund thinks that the lifetime value of a Disney Plus customer could rise to $500 from $100 today, and the value could even go with the market value with Netflix is $1,200 at this point. It could start rivaling that. That's his idea. Put more money into it, be more aggressive. He thinks if they went after streaming even harder, that they would eventually, quote, if they invested more aggressively, they eventually, quote, could even become the biggest money earner for Disney over box office releases and over the parks. And that's saying something. So he's either taking advantage of a situation now, or he legitimately has enough evidence to make this kind of a push for Disney, and it's scary.
I guess I'm a little lost here.
Sound like that. You sound like that Disturbed song.
I just want to say that I'm a little lost here because I guess I don't understand the principle of it. They're saying never. This guy's suggesting.
What about the vice principle of it?
Yeah.
Oh, get out.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, coming to the stage, the Godfather of puns.
I missed it.
Someone.
That was a good one, though.
To quote Philadelphia, someone explain this to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
Right.
So this investor dude who clearly is good at investing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But investing is finding a property that you want to throw money to. It's not making decisions about that property. So, but his proposal is that Disney never release theatrical anymore?
No, he's saying that they spend more money on streaming than they do on box office releases or cable TV. Because at this point, Netflix has spent $17 billion this year in their content, according to BMO Capital, and they could grow up to $26 billion by 2028.
Okay.
Let me help.
So he's saying, I want Disney to give more towards the streaming content. Sorry, Arby, go ahead.
Let me help you out, Kate. This dude has no idea what he's talking about. That's just what it comes down to.
Whoa,
I think a lot of times what happens is that these investors come in with these exuberant amounts of money and just think that they know what a creative process entails. They know what studio filmmaking creative processes entail, and he just doesn't know. He just doesn't get it. He just thinks, if you spend a bunch of money, you hit these certain metrics by 2028, you can make it. No, that's not how it works. You dummy, you dunce. Wow. Yeah. I mean, hey, he might be investing something I might make, so who knows? But I mean,
slow down.
I might gotta be careful.
You might need that low money.
Yeah, I might need it. But look, like Netflix didn't get to the place that it was just by throwing money at the wall. Like that's part of it, but part of it is also initiating creativity. It was a slow build process that started from mailing DVDs to building a streaming service that had a brand reliability for a long time. Disney has a built-in brand reliability, no doubt, and that's what has carried Disney Plus to be as successful as it is. But there is a roof, there is a ceiling to something that you could just throw a bunch of money at and just like have it like just throw money at something. It is not just that simple. So, and I think what also this dude is not taking into account is like long term having streaming is definitely profitable long term, but what about the situations like outside of streaming, right? Like what theaters are good for is also with merchandising, with marketing. Like, you don't see any Netflix shows having like huge merchandising kind of things. You don't see anything on Amazon Prime having that. That comes because there's like a prestige to like the theatrical experience. So kind of moving away from that, I think is going to be a detriment to Disney. So I think the dude has, a good idea, and I think that there is a principle there for sure. But I just hate when these like Wall Street money guys just come into like an industry and like think they could, think they know what they're talking about. I don't think that's the case here. So
yeah,
I don't think he's as informed as we should be making him out to be.
Okay. What do you guys think? Anybody else?
I mean, obviously he's done well for himself, so I'm sure. But I think RB3 is right. There are certain things that he doesn't maybe understand the nuance of it, or just like he sees like the success of like streaming and like, oh, everyone's streaming. Why don't we just do streaming? Like why don't we like save on advertisements and splitting costs with the theaters and stuff like that? Yeah. So I get like his reasoning behind it, but RB3 is right. The market can get saturated, and like just like with everything, the bubble is gonna pop with these things, and it's coming. It's everyone has put your thing and put your company in front of it. Plus, everybody has their company plus right now, and that bubble is going to pop. Like we've seen it with YouTube, we've seen it with other streaming services already. Yeah. The money will go down, the profits will go down, the ad revenue will go down. It's happening, and so like I don't think it's smart to just flat out. Yes, it's easy to say that when you can't put anything in theaters, it's easy to say let's get rid of it. Let's just get rid of it, but when you do have theaters available, which they're gonna come back, it's gonna be different. We're gonna see what it's like. No one knows what it's gonna be like. Right. But it's like saying, oh, we released Rise of Skywalker and it didn't do great. Okay, let's just put Avengers Endgame on Disney Plus and not make $3 billion. Let's just do that. Because Rise of Skywalker, that just finished the longest standing franchise of all time, and it didn't do that well. It didn't do Force Awakens numbers. So let's just put it on Disney Plus. Let's get rid of it. Just get rid of it. And then it's like you're gonna miss out on so much money.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because I understand what you two gentlemen are saying and I get it. This is something Perry and I fought about all the time on Movie Talk. Is like, cause she was like, well, what about the arts and what about the films and quality? And I'm like, this is a business. These studios know it's a business. When you bring in someone like this RB3 to like sustain your numbers and build up your revenue or to keep you afloat, then that person feels like they have way more stakes and way more of a voice to tell you what to do. He's looking at the studio as a business. He could give two shits if any of these films win Oscars unless that leads to more money. To him, it's like, how can I make more money in this business? So his idea is go aggressive. Take advantage of this wasteland right now of theaters and invest more money, put more projects in development that'll go straight to streaming. And I think you'll see, he says, dividends that'll be more than the $300 million or $300 billion or what Ben was quoting, like whatever it is that he thinks that streaming can yield that same amount of money, if not more, than theaters can, and that because it's easier for people to watch this kind of stuff at home. I don't know if he's right. Lord knows I don't have the kind of in-depth knowledge to know if he was right or wrong about the situation, but I get what he's trying to do. I don't know if the human factor, X factor, can be removed from this equation. And by human, I mean the people who go see these movies or watch these movies at home.
Well, I don't think he's right. And I think why he's not right is because when you start to use money to motivate your decision making, especially we could look at Disney 30 years ago and look at exactly what happened. They had a renaissance, an animation renaissance. Right. Little Mermaid, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, knocked it out the park. Why did they fall apart? Because they started prioritizing home video sales, direct to DVD or direct to VHS home video sales. That tanked them. It was profitable when it started. They made a ton of money off VHS when it first started, and then they went full sell into it, and it killed them. It destroyed them. They had many terrible years of animation and live action stuff because they had the priority of the money first. And then when you read Bob Iger's book, Bread of Lifetime, and listen, I don't like promoting like a money hungry capitalist or whatever like that dude. Yeah. But you do get some insights to why they were successful, because he was the first one to be like, okay, we'll make the money if we make good content. Michael Jordan said himself, the Jordan brand shoes he don't sell shoes unless he goes out there and play on the court. You have to prioritize the content first, not the money.
Yep.
So you love Michael Jordan? Just checking. Just want to make sure.
Let's not talk about Jordan being a capitalist. Okay.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I got that.
Let's not talk about Jordan supporting a white supremacist because Republicans buy shoes too.
Can you mute him? Can you mute him?
Sorry, your propaganda 10 episodes propaganda film didn't just like sway me into the Michael Jordan cult.
I just want to make sure.
He literally cropped out his ex-wife of the championship photo.
I just want to make sure. I just gathered that RB3 likes MJ. That's all I want to clarify.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson.
Respect. Yeah, that one. That one. Oh, thank you.
Ben, if you ever talk over me that much ever again, I'll slit your throat.
Oh! There you go.
It's violent. This is violent.
It's been said. It's been said.
This quarantine, don't tempt me with a good time over there, okay?
Oh my God! Cut slower. Cut slower.
Get Gone Girl.
Deeper.
Gone Girl. Horror film. Horror film.
Horror film. A horror film. I want to be part of your horror film. Okay, so wait. I want to see if I could make a parallel to this because I think the principle of it makes sense. Now suddenly she's going to start talking serious again. I know. Come with me, people. Come with me.
Yeah.
So you own a house. The theory is if you put more money into your house, it will sell higher. Like if you redo your bathroom, if you the thing you can't anticipate is that an earthquake might happen right before, like while your house is on the market, or something. But I guess what I'm trying to make the parallel because, like, yes, in theory, when you do put more money into things to make things better, but it doesn't sound like he's talking about putting money in to make things better. He's talking about to create more content. I guess.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
He wants more content.
Yes, more content. He wants Disney to aggressively initiate more content that will go to streaming and more premium content. So bringing in writers and directors and actors.
So he's talking about putting an addition on the house.
Yes, basically.
And I think additions on the house sometimes. Really in the late 80s, 90s today.
Yeah.
Woo!
Popcorn love. Remember that? Candy Girl, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Girl. Candy Girl's my jam.
Everybody just figured out what big age you're hitting. He's like, 90. He's turning 90.
I do want to say people are so disrespectful in the comments. Like people are seriously when you said it was your birthday, John. People are like, "Is he turning 60? What? Does he look
60.
close to 60? Does he look close to 60? Does he look close to 60?"
Yeah, I made the grave mistake of saying Star Wars was one the longest running franchise. How dare I?
Yeah.
Zorro, Godzilla. Ugh. Man.
Zorro?
But go ahead, Kate.
No,
You're so
anyway.
stupid, Ben.
That's what I get for having a week off.
This is what I want.
Alex, come back.
This is when I want a soundbite of RB3 calling. This guy's a dunce. He's a dummy. I want a soundbite of that.
I'm all good with that. Actually, I really want that.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm really. I'm in a room full of idiots.
I am sitting in a room full of fucking idiots.
Okay, I did it way off. I was way off.
You're close. Sorry, Kate. Sorry.
Does that count as one of her impressions, though?
Yeah, does that
That's $100 right there. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm being such a dunce on this subject, but I'm really trying to understand. I guess I'm really trying to understand the concept because, I mean, and the truth is, here's the thing: when you sit, I don't know, is he a board member? Does he sit on the board of Disney? I mean, he definitely
has to.
He
has to, right?
Yeah.
So he definitely gets a vote, man.
Oh no.
So
But
I mean,
if
there's
you're
no
sending
question.
a letter like that, you know you got power.
Well, that's the thing. Then,
Like I invested in Disney. I have like 20 shares in there. I can't send that letter.
yeah, I was gonna say. So I didn't the article literally say he just invested in Disney? Like
Earlier this year.
So
as soon as he saw them shutting down the theaters and shutting down the parks, he went in and saw they needed money and poof. Put in the budget.
Evo, don't listen to this guy. Evo.
It's probably true, RB. You're right, but
I would like that as
he's
a
like
sound
that
business.
80s guy that comes on Futurama.
he's essentially Richard Gere in fucking Pretty Woman, sliding into a company, tearing it to pieces, and rolling on to the next one.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's talking about Julia Roberts, right? Sliding into the
mistake.
company, tearing
That's right.
it to pieces, and then moving on.
Big mistake.
Woo!
Huge.
Ouch. I remember Pretty Woman. It was my fantasy. Anyway, all right. What do we got next, man?
We've got it's hard to say, hard to do this story because they're set picks, but I do kind of want to talk about it. They've got some set picks from the set of the Batman, the Robert Pattinson, Matt Vaughn. No,
drugs.
Matt Vaughn, right?
Matthew Vaughn, yeah.
Matthew Vaughn. Okay.
No, Matt if you know him.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves. That's right. It was it's not Matthew Vaughn.
I thought you were trying to find the name. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. There is basically like a Hollywood Boulevard costume of Superman and Wonder Woman. It's obviously not them, but someone dressing up as them kind of puts into universe that these superheroes exist. So are you guys surprised that those superheroes are in this universe that seems a lot more grounded and less comic book-ish?
Well,
So, I hate using that term, but are you guys surprised that they're even putting it out there that, hey, there's Wonder Woman and Superman out here too?
Not just that. There's the Flash. There's a Flash logo that they found on one of the pieces of wood from the set. There's a Flash logo on it too. So they're like, wait, I thought this was a separate thing. Now is this going to be a part of it? So are they going to tie him into this situation? Are they going to, because it's supposed to be set in the 90s, but are they going to find a way to kind of say that these people have been around for quite some time? Remember, the Wonder Woman thing is from World War I, so that's still possible. Is Flash going to show up in a Flashpoint situation? I don't know. Well,
is it set in the 90s? Because I thought when he beats the crap out of Clown Dude, some dude's filming it with an iPhone.
Oh, good point. Maybe. But I mean, the whole look of it's supposed to be 90s, right? The grunge thing, the whole songs.
Yeah, the Nirvana playing.
Yeah, it's supposed to give you that vibe. So I don't know overall where they're setting it time-wise, but could very well be contemporary. And if it is, what do we do with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker as well? So this is fascinating on if they can make it all work. But you're right, a more grounded Wonder Woman, a more grounded Flash with his kind of Batman. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the problem that Christopher Nolan's Batman's often, he ran into. That's why he didn't want to do a connected thing, because it just seemed like a little too off for his universe. But I don't think we'll see the actual characters. I think it will just be an illusion, same way they did in Shazam. How the superheroes in Shazam weren't in Shazam, but they kind of play a background role. He had the little Batman, he had the little Batwing, or Batarang, I should say, and Superman had that little cameo at the end. So it might be something like that, just they're in the universe, but Gotham they're not even touching it. They're not even getting anywhere near it. So it could be something like that potentially.
Yeah. Are we still under the gag rule for the Friday match, by the way? Speaking of shit.
No, I think they even talked about it in the pay-per-view.
Okay.
That Adam Collins in the finals.
Okay.
But not the pay-per-view match. We can't talk about that one.
Not the pay-per-view match, but I'm saying they talked about the results of Adam Collins.
Gotcha.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Sorry, there was there was three matches.
I heard you say Shazam, and I was like, I didn't know if we were.
I think
because I know they played on Friday. I think.
Damn store Jesus.
I think we can talk about
finals.
it. I mean, we can. If we
they
want to save the
graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, I don't know.
Well, let's not. We won't.
But we can talk about the Inner Geekdom show today at 4:00
Hey!
on the Schmodown Entertainment Network. 4:00 today. Winston just texted me details. Alex Damon, Star Wars Explained, is joining us this week, and we're going to be talking about the starships. There's a particular question about the ships or whatever. So they're going to be breaking that down. I just listened to the show. Is
the Death Star a villain?
Yeah.
Is the Death Star a villain?
Finally going to settle that once and for all.
How many movies has the Death Star been in?
Was Alex Damon's Lord of the Rings exhibition match 5-pointer a first round question? Yes, it was.
Shots fired. Oh, Brett had to leave off that one.
Brett just had to pee. I'm sure he had to pee.
Yeah.
Or he's writing me a really mean text about making
some quick hits right here. Did you guys see the Die Hard car battery ad?
No.
Yes.
How was it? I missed it.
Oh, wait. Can I spoil it or not?
Sure. I mean, it's a commercial.
Yes.
You know the greatest thing about it? Argyle is in it. They brought Argyle back.
Says it in the article.
And the black dude from Die Hard, from the first Die Hard as well, the other guy that was the mean guy who was like, the police have themselves an RV. That guy. He is in it wearing the same sweater, and the white sweater, and he's going after Bruce Willis the whole time. Look, this could have been completely fucking stupid. And there's probably Die Hard purists who are like, this is stupid, this is ridiculous. That 2 minutes was better than the last Die Hard movie, the entire fucking movie. So to me, it was fun to see him do his thing and have a little fun with it overall. So I thought it was great. It could have been terrible, and I thought it was great. What did you guys? Did anybody else watch it?
I did not. No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Sorry, but also, I'm going to confess something that's going to probably get me booted off this show. I've never seen Die Hard.
Fuck that.
Oh wow.
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 Yeah, I know.
We'll do it.
I know. Garbage. Go ahead. Hit the garbage.
Garbage.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I didn't want
Listen,
to,
I earned
but-
it. I earned that RB3.
How did you not see Die Hard?
How can I never have seen? And I understand it's supposed to be. It's a Christmas movie.
It's not supposed to be. It is.
It is. Okay, so I'll watch it. I'll watch it this Christmas.
And this Christmas will
be a very special Christmas. You'll see.
Because we'll be alone still without a family.
You know what? Donnie
will be crying underneath the tree.
Donnie Hathaway. If Donnie Hathaway is Donnie Hathaway still alive?
Yes.
Because he should do a new one, a COVID Christmas.
Oh my God, yeah.
New
Is that Anne
version of that.
Hathaway's long lost brother or something?
No, that's the one who sang it this Christmas. Donnie Hathaway.
Jesus, man.
Come on,
Good to be back. Good to have you back. I love it. I love it.
Right?
What is your go-to Christmas song? What's your go-to Christmas song?
Mariah Carey. This can't be me. That one. Sorry. All I want for Christmas is you. Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
Have you guys seen the video with like the goth ravers dancing to it?
I haven't seen that one.
Look that up. Everybody in the chat, go look it up. It's the greatest thing ever. We can't play it because I literally tried to post on Instagram, and Mariah Carey is so strict with that song that like the copyright stuff didn't even let me post it there. But oh my gosh.
As soon as it starts, Ben. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, shit.
She goes
Christmas.
acapella for the first part, and then like when it's like
When she tried to remake it recently, and I was like, nope, it's not it. Not the same thing. Get out.
Not
Lightning
Magic
only
was
strikes
captured.
once. Yeah.
So
that's the thing is that like that's like the last big contemporary like new Christmas song, I feel like.
Don't tell that to Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani, who had a duet.
You know what? Those
I've never heard. I mean, I
those
can't think of it.
unfaithful motherfuckers.
Listen, Gavin Rosdale, I'm sure
Christmas.
Listen, I'm sure Gavin Rosdale was getting his knob polished himself. I'm sure he was.
John Rocha is
doing his
officially
thing.
90. He said
Yes,
knob
knob
polished.
polished. It's okay.
I tell you what, I remember when you could polish the knob. You didn't need to put it in the movies.
That's like
show
that.
it with the boobies and the butts.
It's like an old man, and an old man did dance with me in Texas at this like honky tonk bar, and he told me that this was a real belt buckle polisher. We were dancing. Is that this one's what I call a belt buckle polisher.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
He was 90, to be clear.
And
Is
listen,
it Carol of
rumors
the
were
Bells?
Miranda cheated too.
Yeah,
so
I'm not.
they were all,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
violating the sanctity.
by the way, my apologies, y'all.
Bless you.
Don Hathaway passed away in the 70s.
What?
I'm sorry.
ODB's dead, guys. ODB's dead.
I don't believe that.
Do you hear about that?
I don't believe that for a second.
That's how it happened.
man.
But it's funny because I feel like deaths don't even really count unless they happen in 2020 anymore. I don't know.
Actually,
That's what it feels like. I don't know.
That's fair.
every other death has an asterisk.
Well,
Yeah.
even like it feels like Kobe like died like 2 years ago. Honestly,
Dude,
like, it
literally.
feels so long
literally.
ago.
Oh God, you're
Yeah.
right.
So I remember where would we land? Was it Atlanta or New York?
New York.
We're landing from New York.
Yeah.
Like
New
that's
York.
insane because I remember turning my phone on and like all
Yeah.
of us were getting it, and then like walking through like the Burbank airport, it was like on the TV. It was like, oh, this is real. Damn.
Yeah, it was weird to land in this city that day.
I was in Sprouts.
Rocha, no, I was gonna say Rocha. You were texting with Christian, who was on
Yep.
the plane next
Yep.
to me.
Yep.
And Christian had just said to me, "My wife says we got to wear these masks. This coronavirus thing is crazy." And I thought he was doing a bit. I thought he was like, because it just seemed like something Christian would make up. It's called a coronavirus. And I remember saying to him, like, I like the Bud Light virus better. And he was like, I'm fucking serious. And I was like, what? I was like, okay. Put the mask on. And we were two people wearing a mask on this plane. I'm like, the fuck? And Christian Harloff maybe saved my life. Who's to know?
You know what's funny too? We were coming back from Atlanta, and I remember distinctly. Black Atlanta.
That's right.
Yeah. And,
Thank you.
and we're coming back.
We with the brothers.
I was with the brothers
Right.
of Black Atlanta. But we went to. I was funny. I was on the plane. I swear, I let off the tiniest of little coughs, like tiniest of like. And then literally the girl next to me pulls out this big like hand sanitizer, wiping it off, wiping everything like in the vicinity. I'm like, yo, what's wrong?
Like last minute, I got it like. I got a mask and I had an extra one and I gave that to Christian, and then like on the flight there was like this couple sitting next to me and they sat down. They're like must be professional flyers or something because they had their setup. Like first they like got out the wipes, wiped down everything on their seats, and then they had their neck pillows, they had their electric blankets, they had their soundproof headphones, they had their eye masks, like, and they were just like and they were just asleep the whole time.
That's incredible.
I was like, that's the way to fly. Okay.
I always used to get on planes and sanitize everything once I started having kids, because like I can't tell you how many planes I got off and got a stomach flu. But I never like I was always like, people that wear masks are bonkers. And then Christian made me wear one that whole flight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, because the airplanes have like a very specific risk of like they literally recycle all the air. So
It's a tube.
Yeah.
It's a tube.
yeah.
And now they're finding out that like this coronavirus can stay on stainless steel for 18 hours.
Oh my god.
So like you have to wipe stuff down, be aware of it. So wherever you go,
And they're not following.
There goes my
like,
bed.
They're trying so hard to sell out every flight. Like it was like my flight back from where I moved my friend, like it was supposed to be like half empty. It was completely full. The flight was like there was not an empty seat in the house.
Seeing those pictures of you, I don't even know if I should tell you this. Seeing those pictures of you, Ben, on Instagram, on that flight, I then that night had a dream, had like
David
crazy
Wilson
anxiety
donated
dream
$20.
about being on a plane.
Yosh Mose. Apparently Netflix started filming their adaptation of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, and they haven't even announced its casting but plan to do so. Super crazy that it's finally happening. Also Mando trailer tonight. What are you hoping to see in it?
Yeah. Mandalorian.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to see like who his allies are right now. Like is Carl Weathers an ally of his still? Like are we going to see them working together more? I don't remember Carl Weathers' character's name. Like I don't know. I guess that's what I would like to see. Like who is he teaming up with this season?
I want to see a Force Ghost ODB.
Thank you.
I want to see.
No one else laughed at that as hard as they should have, Brett. I will laugh hard for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really need another trailer, honestly. Like it's
I mean we're all
I get
right?
it. Like total, like it's prime television spot. You got to use it. I'm sure like they'll like throw in something, and I will watch it, because it's part of my job. But I'm gonna watch it anyways. Like it's like, okay. I don't like. It's the same with everything. Like very rarely does a trailer convince me to watch something. Like it might make me more or less excited about something, but like. Doing movie news every single day, I see a movie coming from 10 miles away. So I'm like, oh, I like the cast. I like the director. I like this. Okay, let me see a trailer. Okay, cool. It looks good.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks real good. Looks so fucking good. You know what looks great? Streamlabs Super Chat to Schmobots. You guys are dropping the ball a little bit today because James Lavario came out the gate and threw 4 touchdowns. Well, guess what? The game is still in the balance. So you got to step up now and put in some Schmobots, some Super Chats, some Streamlabs to help us win the game today. Get us across the goal line. Come on, everybody. Send in your stuff.
Once again, asking for your financial support.
All right, so on that note,
so
let's do. We have 5 impressions to do for James Lavario. So let's do one right now. Pick a character, any character, and you know what? I'm gonna start over here with my fucking Boston accent. I've been gone for a week, and you motherfuckers been fucking jacking off and some shit over here.
Wow.
It's not like we're in some fucking Harvard bar doing some fucking equations and shit. Like I don't know if you like apples, but how do you like dim apples? Okay.
Well said.
RB3's next.
Even though I didn't go to the Boston Yard, I did get a very good prestigious education at Boston University. But I do have many of my fair-skinned compadres at Harvard, and like I say, they have the most distinctive this type of educational system. I heard they read about 30 books in about 2 hours, which is absolutely phenomenal, amazing. But I do gotta say, hey, listen, someone who is a proud BU graduate, the complications of the arithmetics, the annihilation of the schmodown is really crazy. I don't know.
That's good. I like that.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go. Okay. So Ben came in hot, huh? I guess, while I'm here hanging out with my friends, get it? Friends, because I was on Friends. I guess I would say, you guys are great. Thank you to James Lavario. I don't know. That's what I got.
That's good. Brett?
I don't know. Go, Rocha. Do something.
All right. When I was on the set of Beetlejuice and The Hunt for October, I had no idea that I was going to end up on 30 Rock. The great Liz Lemon, fantastic Liz Lemon. But I was having sex with Kim Basinger at the time. Married her. We had a lot of sex. Those were the days. Now I'm doing Trump. That's what I do now. I do Trump, and I got a bunch of idiot brothers. I'm trying to carry the whole family. I'm carrying the whole family by myself, doing these Trump impressions. It's incredible.
Yeah, a buddy of mine told me that if you ever are at the bar and you throw up on yourself, you put $20 in your pocket, and when your wife asks you, you say like, somebody threw up on me and they gave me $20 for the dry cleaning. But my wife, I did that, and my wife said, well, why is there $40 in your pocket? And I said, well, they shit my pants too. Classic joke.
That's why we end on Brett.
Love it.
That's why we end on Brett.
All right. Let's go.
One down, 400.
All right, we're gonna do them back to back near the end of the show.
Molotov Shrimp Cocktail donated $35.
Thank you, Molotov.
Rocha, would you please text Bateman and tell him I said he has weak eyebrows? Would everyone on the show who has his number do this, please?
Oh, yeah.
Kate, you're looking fine as fuck. Brett, I love you.
Yeah.
RB3, you dope. Goddard sup. Holla Rocha.
Hello. Holla. I like that. That's how they say Spanish. Holla. Instead of hola.
Hola.
Sriracha.
Maybe they were saying holla.
Maybe you know what? You might be right, Ben. Hello.
Holla.
I have to say, I've started to really appreciate Christian only having one woman on a show every day, because the truth is, no one would say I looked hot if I was on a show with Roxy or Sabrina. They'd be like, Sabrina looking good. Who's her ma?
Oh, no. My God.
No.
Wow. You're not that dark, Kate.
That's not true.
That dark, Kate.
Well, okay, not me, or Roxy's mom. They'd be like Roxy.
You're not that dark, Kate.
Come on, Kate.
Roxy got that tan skin. She knows what's up.
She got that tan skin and that peekaboo puss.
Whoa.
Did you guys not see her last post? She got that peekaboo puss. She said,
What was that laugh, RB3?
She said, peekaboo.
I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable.
Peekaboo.
I'm just gonna.
Peekaboo. Made you look. Roxy, I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say to her. She knows.
I know. I preach. Oh, no.
No, I gotta tell you this. I'll tell you what. It was very evident when I saw that all three of them. I was like, oh, I could never be in the World Girls. That's why I was never asked. Okay. You have to have definition in your abs. Oh, okay. You gotta have delicious cakes, not made of cottage cheese. Okay, got it.
No Audi belly buttons, Kate.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, no Audis. No post-baby Audis.
So you guys aren't a fan of extra skin and pubic hair. Got it.
I'm cool with whatever you got.
I've got all those things.
I don't judge.
Peekaboo.
You can do a landing strip. You can do a forest. You can be bald. I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna switch out with Kate
the bacon
tomorrow,
strips?
so she can be on with Rox and we can talk.
Yes, and I can say, peekaboo.
Oof. All right.
Head over to streamlabs.com. Hey. Artificial. Hey, y'all. Hope y'all had a great weekend and welcome back, Goddard. Thank you. Have you caught up on any series or shows? Did you check out Doom Patrol or Raised by Wolves? I just finished Doom Patrol and I loved it.
Second season?
Finale had some pests and rodents doing the nasties. Thanks. Okay.
Well, I thought you were saying that. The person saying that. Okay.
The person saying that.
Sorry
No, I haven't caught up on anything. I'm going through Schitt's Creek right now, though. It's pretty fun.
Oh, nice.
It's a good show.
I gotta figure that show out. I can't get into it. I gotta figure that show out.
Yeah, it's white people humor.
Isn't it? It's wasp humor, isn't it? I can't get into the wasp humor.
Well, I'm
sometimes.
not gonna say that. But
Do you like
I'm
Arrested
saying
Development?
I did, except the last two seasons when they came back.
That's the same humor.
Is it? It doesn't feel
It
that
is.
way.
You like The Office?
I think the narrator makes the difference.
Office ain't
on-
white humor, man. They ain't white humor. That's all humor. That's everybody humor. They got everybody in there. What are you talking about? What you mean?
Ben.
Nah, Mindy Kaling comes out there looking fire. I mean, literally everybody in there get a joke. It's not just white humor. It's not just white humor.
It's true.
Not just white humor.
Oscar. That's true.
You're right. That one line from Oscar and Stanley really diversify it. They get like one confessional per show.
No, I'm not. No, listen, I'm not saying it's a diverse show, but I think there's a difference. I just think there's a difference. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but they're gonna call me racist in the comments. What? Just so okay.
Yeah, I mean, like a Parks and Rec is not Schitt's
Don't read
Creek.
the comments.
No.
Different.
No.
It's different. Veep
Yeah,
ain't,
completely different.
you know, Veep ain't.
Veep ain't Schitt's Creek. That's for
Yeah.
sure. I love Veep. Holy shit, I love Veep.
No,
Veep was
RB3
great.
just
Veep
doesn't
was
like, pansexuals. He's just, that's why he doesn't like Schitt's Creek, right? Is that accurate or
Ah man, jeez, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess,
Interesting.
no.
All right.
I love pansexual people.
right.
Love pansexual people.
Yeah, it's.
love everybody.
I think
Love
it's a
everybody.
very sweet show. I thought.
I know. I'm trying to get into it because everyone tells me how much they love it. Some people said skip season 1, just started season 2.
Brett's not
I've-
a big fan. He doesn't like pansexual people. He likes cast iron sexual.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't with that. I can't. That's not.
Brett, did you see that meme going around? It was like, hey guys, go get a cast iron. It's the exact same thing as a pan, but it's more expensive, it's heavier, and for some fucking reason you can't wash it.
Very true. Oh my God. My girlfriend and I can't cook steak unless it's on the cast iron thing.
Yes.
And I can't clean the cast. I'm not allowed to clean the cast iron. But she's like, the one thing she will clean of mine is that pan if I use it. She'll just go, no, step aside. I'm going to clean it. You'll mess it up. I'm like, all right.
Yep. My roommate's got
People are anal about that stuff.
Yep.
They're really anal about that.
You
those
just
cast
no.
iron
You're not
pans.
just supposed to use soap on
Soap.
it. You can clean it. It's the soap. You're not.
A
You don't
little
want to
rinse and
take
a
off
scrub.
the oil layer, and you
She
want.
pulled out nuclear waste and cleaned it. So I don't know how you get the thing off of that, to be honest with you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird. Like real nuclear waste, or is that a metaphor?
No, this is a joke. I can't.
okay.
Never. What?
Yes, RB3, real nuclear waste.
Real
Wait,
nuclear
who's
waste.
your nuclear waste supplier? You gotta hook a brother up.
From The Simpsons? Just dragged it in.
Cheryl Dick Pants. Kate, holy shit, that finale of The Vow was so insane last night.
It was.
Seeing Mark and Bonnie's reaction to
I didn't see it. I mean, you could say it. Well.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Not going to spoil anything.
Yeah,
What else did it
I
say?
cannot wait for season 2. It looks like they'll interview Nancy and Keith, maybe more. Thoughts? So, John, try and be non-spoilery about the Vow finale.
The Vow finale is great and a phenomenal dick tease or peekaboo tease because
don't do that.
No, okay, because because the way they end it, it's like the way they end it is a little bit open-ended, and you're like, wait, where do we go now? And then they announced season 2 this past Friday, so they completely do wrap up some things from the first season, but then they kind of lay the groundwork for the second season. But also, Starz dropped the start of their 4-episode series on Catherine Oxenberg's daughter, India Oxenberg, and her thing. And I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm mad about it because to me, I'm like, well, why do I give a fuck about a rich, pampered girl who's beautiful who got sucked into a cult? I give two shits. You're right. I liked that the people in The Vow this season where these people were struggling to make ends meet and they found something that was going to give them life and inspiration. And now it makes me look at the first season and those 3 episodes where they spent on Catherine Oxenberg's journey with her daughter and be like, oh, she was laying the groundwork for this other series that she was going to put her daughter in to be a star in, which is essentially going from one cult to the cult of celebrity. And I'm like, there's no fucking difference here. So I don't want to watch this shit, to be honest with you, but I probably will. So fuck me.
I do feel like that's like a new show thing where they don't really close the storyline from season 1. They'll just like, that's why I didn't really like The Boys that much. It happened on Euphoria as well. Like, it's like, I realize you do need a cliffhanger. Like, that's like, that's show 101. Right. You got to get people back for season 2. And there was a good cliffhanger for The Boys season 1, but they didn't do anything with the rest of the storylines. And like same with like Euphoria is another thing like that I probably won't come back to. And same with Westworld. Like Westworld was like, it was all like, oh, timelines and what's this? Was like, oh, here's the big tease. It's like, all right, but nothing got answered. Not like, and so it does. I feel like that's really like the new thing to do is like just tease for season 2 rather than complete season 1.
Yeah, I feel like in particular when they market it as like a mini series kind of thing or a limited series, and then they I don't know. I know exactly what you're saying because I feel like sometimes they don't. A lot of times, what good shows I think do is that they wrap up the storyline and then they add in something at the end, like they give you an additional something to hold you over. I feel like with this one, I don't know. I haven't seen The Vow, but I do know. Like, I feel like you're right, Ben. Like shows like there have been a lot of shows recently where like from season 1, especially like Euphoria, I feel like they didn't wrap up that storyline. Yeah, I just feel like they don't chart the main storyline to the end, then add something, and they leave you hanging for the
Stranger Things guys say like, oh, just treat it like as a movie, and so they're just treating like all the seasons as one big story. It's like that's great. But you still have 10 hours worth of content. If you don't close any of the storylines, I'm just not going to come back. Like, I'm not going to watch 30 hours of TV for one storyline to be finally finished. Like, you can have Easter eggs throughout the thing and have like a running thing on it, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, remember? Oh, sorry, Kate, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, in regards to The Vow specifically, it was Dickie's birthday yesterday, so we ended up not watching it. But I was going to say that the thing that I thought was so great about that series was also, for the first time ever, I sort of understood how people get into cults, because it never really made sense to me before. And I feel like the thing that they did well in this was showing how, like, the guy is a criminal. There's no question. He is a demented, sicko person. But he, like, early on, they showed, like, there was like a couple of good, it's the sort of thing like, if fear does not serve you, so there's like a couple of things where you're like, oh, I could get behind this, and then basically you start to see that like people are going in with like, well, I'm sort of lost. I'm at this point in my life, and like then they're going in and they're seeing like there's the positive changes are happening in their life because they're following this thing.
Right.
Now, so that to me, I was like, this is fascinating to me because every other word he says, I'm like, well, I guess I don't disagree with that. Wait, he said that too? So it's hard. It's for me, it sort of gave humanity to the people that find themselves in this.
Yeah.
And then to hear these people talk about, like, I'm so ashamed, like Mark, I think is what says it is the guy that says it in the penultimate episode, and he says, like, he's like, nobody joins a cult. You join a thing that you think is this good thing, and it turns into a cult. He's like, we didn't join a cult, and
yeah.
I mean, it's just that I felt like was such an interesting thing, and I don't know if there's any closure given to that, like, for those people at all or not.
I didn't join the Schmodown. It was just a movie trivia game. I didn't know it would become a cult. I had no idea.
Exactly.
I joined a cult.
This is, no, I'm not gonna say that.
I knew immediately. I knew what this was.
Oh man,
it keeps asking more and more of me. No, this is no. You're right. And Mark addressed. Actually, there's a scene in the finale which you'll see, and I'm not ruining anything, where both Mark and Bonnie get kind of called out by these people at a coffee shop that are their friends about, like, how could you possibly get involved? And then you find out that one of them had actually attended a couple of those meetings and came off a little cocky. Oh, I could see right through this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, really? Show me what you're successful at. Show me what you're doing. The thing is, that's the crazy thing about the cult. If it didn't work, there wouldn't be a cult. So part of it does work for some people and gives them a voice, a bigger voice or stronger voice than they used to have. The problem is when the people in charge of the cult start to become drunk with power, and they they indulge in their sexual and financial misdoings, and that's what leads to the problem. And that's the shame, because clearly there's at least a foundation that works. If you actually had a positive ulterior motive, you could use these tactics to actually change the world and not indulge in the fact you need skinny ass 21-year-olds that you can just have sex with randomly on tables. That's and brand. That's where it gets fucked up,
well, and also
specifically on tables.
They mention tables a lot. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
On tables.
I will say too that Dickie and I started doing this joke because Keith's also like he's living out his own traumas.
He is.
He hates women. He's like, we were all little boys who were robbed of our first injury is being told that no, and so like then Dickie and I were like, this is very specific. Like he's like, we were all judo champions at 11 years old, and we all don't we all have that? And we all had that girl Marissa tell us that we could. It's like our thing is like he's clearly just talking about himself, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I was injured when I was first a kid." No, you weren't. That's Keith specifically talking about it and pretending like that's everybody.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, and then but people gotta understand too. It's not just sex, or it's not just money. It's a religion too. Like there's some cults who literally pass themselves off as religious organizations or as denominations of a religion, and they cultivate people. If like I'm obviously plugging another YouTube channel as always, but watch a video I did with Anthony Padilla where he interviewed people who got out of cults, and it's the most fascinating perspective. And like this lady, she goes into tears about how her family was in this cult, and like they kept her strained up until she was like 19 years old, from the day she was born up until like 19. So it's crazy. That's why
Leah Remini's show is so good. The second season's so much better than the first. Because she pulls herself away from being the focus, and it becomes the focus of the people, and it's really fascinating.
But Christianity's not getting any sympathy from me though. So
David Wilson donated $20. Speaking of cults, I recommend Jeff Quinn's book The Road to Jonestown. It chronicles the life of Jim Jones. But it's insane to think where he could have gone had he not lost his marbles. He was one of the first church leaders to desegregate churches, etc.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the crazy. They all fucking slide into madness. Yeah. All of them. David Koresh, same thing. A lot of people will tell you that at the beginning, he was saving a lot of souls with his idea of religion, he was breaking these things that a lot of people hadn't kind of thought in their minds about religion or about God or about Jesus Christ, and they figured it out through him. But then, of course, he's having sex with 15-year-olds. It's like, why do they have to devolve into the madness of it all instead of actually helping people all the way to the end?
Right.
I'm gonna become a cult leader. I'm too old. I'm too tired to have sex, so I'm gonna become a cult leader, man.
Why not?
I'll be like, no, 15.
As Chris Bratton would say, it's more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader.
That's
Hey.
All right, Ryan White. I know I'm behind the times, but last night I watched B and KPD with snakes.
Brandon Case play day.
Brandon Case play day. Yeah.
okay.
And it was so cool. Never thought I could see so many unique looking snakes. Kate, I agree. The roaches were the worst.
Yeah.
$10 patrons, check it out. Good to have you back, Ben. Oh, good to be back.
I always forget to mention the roaches. Travis also has a crate full of roaches
Wow.
Like that he feeds the snakes or something?
that he feeds to the rats, right?
Yes.
So he feeds
the
the
rats
roaches
that-
to the rats, and then the rats to
He's
the
like a
snakes.
whole. He's like a self-sustaining thing.
You got a whole
Ecosystem,
ecosystem in
Yeah,
there.
ecosystem there. Yeah.
I'm glad he's feeding them right. He's not like feeding them the imitation.
Roaches.
No, he's
No.
letting them.
Through the roaches to the rats
Yeah.
and the rats to the roaches. Yeah.
He's
All right,
got
cool.
bees too. He's saving the bees.
Got the
He's
bees.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got like a million.
chickens.
Yep.
Spread them out.
Dogs, cats. Also, it's just a box full of roaches.
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 Srirachas.
Matt Chapman. Goddard, I know what you did last week. You're a good guy helping good people. Also, I have family in Sayre, and you are correct. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
That's great.
funny.
Oh.
Dude, I'm telling y'all. It's like not telling you guys to visit, but look up, like, if you can look up pictures of Sayre, Oklahoma, it's insane. Cody Allen. Just want to shout out Hailstrom on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
Good horror show based on the Marvel comics. I'm worried it's the only season we will get because it's not MCU, but if you like Marvel Netflix shows, this is definitely a recommend. Welcome back, Ben. And of course, hi, Brett.
Hello.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was one of those weird things that they developed pre-Fox merger. You know, so but it's a great. I mean, I didn't see it, but I heard a lot of great reviews for it. But I do want to say though, the way I hope that if there's a way, because they added the Runaways on Disney Plus. They added, the Hulu show Runaways. They added that to Disney Plus. They're adding all these other old shows to Disney Plus. If there's a way that they could make a deal with Netflix to put the old Marvel shows that they had, maybe on Hulu or maybe somewhere else, or maybe they stay on Netflix. But if there's a way to like reincorporate those, because those were so good, at least in the beginning. I don't know. I wish there was a way to maybe get a multiverse where that could happen or something like that. So
Yeah.
or
I would be
Legion,
definitely down.
incorporate something like that. Oh, that'd be.
It
So
looks good.
I think
haven't
if you
seen
shorten
reviews, but it looks good.
those shows to like 8 episodes, they would have been perfect, honestly.
yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the biggest problem was them being like 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aid3356. Hey guys, welcome back, Ben. Missed you, mate. Thank you. Hey John, I watched that Liverpool match. Being a Manchester United fan, it made me cry. Only joking. It was a good game. Brett, Kate, RB3. It made me laugh when Liverpool got 7-2. Adrian from the UK.
Hey, Adrian. Thank you so much.
Adrian.
It's good to see you, brother, man.
Sir Lord Attenborough. Hey all, have any of you guys seen Trial of Chicago 7? Did you like it? I enjoyed it, but
I
I
need to
saw
see
on
it.
Collider that it may end up getting a Best Picture nomination due to the lack of films being released. Do y'all think this should happen? I don't think it should.
Yeah, I think it's no surprise. No surprise that outlet liked it that much. I think it copped out on the Bobby Seale story. I think it went for a white liberal ending, which drove me insane, which is why I say I'm not surprised that outlet liked it that much. To me, I thought it copped out like a motherfucker, like crazy, because that ending is never happened. So it's a fantasy fucking ending to make white liberals feel good about fighting the system. It drove me nuts, man. And the Bobby Seale stuff, they copped out on it because he was bound and gagged for 3 days, not for a few seconds, 3 fucking days, and still tried to fight back, and they had to drag him back in the room, beat him up even harder, and then drag him back out. And to me, that's a cop-out. You're like, if you're going to introduce it and lay the groundwork for it, then you better pay it off, and you better pay respect to it by giving it more life. I didn't need more time with Abby and Jerry Rubin. That's the white liberal heroes. I needed more time with Bobby Seale. And so I just would like to have seen a little more time before because historically he does get separated out from the 8 to become 7. But I would have liked more time with them. But it's phenomenally well written. It's phenomenally well written.
What I was going to say is I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to watch it sometime this week. but did you guys see that there are Sorkinisms going around Twitter where he reuses a lot of stuff from like the newsroom? Can I share my screen, RB3?
Yeah, I think you can.
How do I do that?
Check your tabs first, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brazzers.
I think I gotta make you a call.
Brazzers, yeah, exactly.
Bang Bus. I'll keep that open.
Keep Bang Bus open.
Yeah.
I love that you have Brazzers
I
and Bang
support
Bus
public
right at the tip of
transport,
your
okay? Sorry, I'm trying to keep this economy alive.
I think you're a co-host. You should be able to do it now.
He said Bang Bus. Now we know how his trip was. So remember how he was trying to...
Where do I do that, RB3?
It's at the bottom. It should be at the bottom.
It's a green button that says share screen.
Rocha,
okay. I see it.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
I do agree with Rocha. There's a lot of problems with it for sure.
So, this is from Newsroom. Is it on the screen?
Yeah.
On the screen,
Yeah.
So here, this is from. It'll just show like some repeats.
I need you to talk to my kids.
Oh, you got to turn the sound up.
Or you have to share your audio.
You have to share your audio.
Oh. How do I do that? Where is it?
There's when you go and click share screen. There is here. Stop sharing it for a second.
It's not letting me do that.
Yeah, it's right at the top. It should say stop sharing screen.
This is like kindergarten.
It really is.
No, it's like truly like my kid's kindergarten class. Mrs.
This is literally kindergarten, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Share. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So when you hit share screen again and you see the windows, down at the bottom it says share my computer sound.
Yeah. Just like streaming. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. No, you good. You good.
This is definitely going to be worth it, guys. I promise.
It's complicated.
Probably not.
That movement got eaten by Abby Hoffman and Jerry Rubin. And
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Why are you not fucking playing Twitter?
We're a lot more charismatic.
Okay, I'm going to minimize this because it's being a real asshole.
The next 50 years, when people think of progressive politics, they're going to think of you.
That's how the progressive movement would be painted for the next 40 years.
Passing out daisies to soldiers and trying to levitate the Pentagons.
People passing out daisies to soldiers. Trying to
I do remember that.
My God.
Breakfast. You know why the French only eat one egg for breakfast?
You know why they only eat one egg for breakfast in France?
Why?
Because in France, one egg is enough.
Because in France, one egg is enough.
Like, so it's just I love Aaron Sorkin. I'm not trying to shit on him, but like I just like that popped up on my timeline. I was like, that's crazy. One of the best screenwriters. Like, is just like.
That's really funny because like I feel like even I didn't know there were direct lines, but I do feel like there were like even in watching it, like as I was watching, I was like, dang, there is a lot of like the same stuff you'll see in like every Aaron Sorkin movie in this movie, like. The whole like I shouldn't say that, that's a spoiler, but there's a woman character who's written in a very Sorkin-y way that kind of comes up in like the second act. And there's like you said, John, with the white liberalism thing. I just like a well-written movie. I like a good character piece. I like a good courtroom drama. So I liked it on that level.
Performance-wise, incredible, RB. Franklin Jell as the judge is incredible.
Yeah. Mark Rylance, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I think Mark Rylance is one of the greatest actors of our day.
I think he deserved an Oscar. If he gets nominated for this, I wouldn't be upset with it. I think he deserved it for more this than Bridge of Spies. I think he's fantastic as William Kunstler in here.
Yeah, he was great. Eddie Redmayne too. Sorry.
Yeah, Redmayne's great.
Rocha, there's a BBC show with Mark Rylance about Thomas More.
Wolf Hall.
Wolf Hall. Have you watched that?
Yep.
How good was that? It's about the beheading. Yeah, anyway, okay.
It's good. You know what I'm watching now real quick because someone asked about series. If you're not watching Gangs of London, that is a badass fucking show. You watching it, RB?
RB3's been talking about
it. I've been hyping up the show for weeks. I
didn't know that. Okay.
Dude. Oh my God. Wait, which episode? Wait, it's only.
I saw the trailer in January. And so I usually like to I'll find stuff online on the British and just watch it on the TV. But like this one, I waited because I was like, I'll wait till they drop it on AMC. But it's only on AMC Premium, which means you have to upgrade your AMC to watch it. And it's like one episode a week. And I just finished episode 4. But there's no way my lady and I are waiting to finish this series out. So we're gonna find the episodes on like Daily Motion or something and watch those episodes. Dude, it's fucking great.
Find episode 5.
When is it coming to Netflix or Hulu? Hulu or any of that?
I don't know. When
I think it's an
coming
AMC deal, but wait till episode 5. Episode 5.
I heard that's the episode of the season. Episode 5.
Oh, bruh.
This is great. If you're a Peaky Blinders fan, it stars Joe Cole, who was the youngest brother or the second to youngest brother in that whole clan, and he's
wait, the guy from that boxing movie or the other guy?
Yes, the guy from the boxing movie. And Lady Stoneheart, who would have been Lady Stoneheart, is his mom. Cole Meany is his dad, and they got a bunch of really good African American actors, black actors. They're killing it in this show. So I'm so excited for what I'm watching in Gangs of London. And it's the guys who did the raid.
Sorganism video too.
Gareth Evans did this, and you see, and it's a slow build, but when you get to the end of episode 1, you see it. You see the raid come out. You see it.
The actions are crazy. The action scenes are crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
We finished The Office. We finished The Office this weekend.
How'd you like that final season, Brett?
Final season sucked, right, Brett? Come on.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, but it was like, let's just throw everything we can and try to. Yeah, it was a little weird. Got emotional still, but not.
The finale's good. Finale's good, but the final season itself is not. Here,
we also watched a new film called Stranger Than Fiction.
That's a good one.
Oh, with Will Ferrell. I love that one.
That's a good
film. You know who
actually
wrote that, Ben? Zach Helm. Zach Helm.
That's a helming right there. So I got to play this one time.
Sexual revolution tends to get in the way of actual revolution.
I don't have time for cultural revolution. It distracts from actual revolution.
Really, I'm
the last one's the worst.
I'm ensorcelled.
You don't send a woman to ensorcel me.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Shut up. I represent the government of the United States without passion or prejudice.
But I represent the people without passion or prejudice.
You think I have contempt for my government?
You have contempt for your government.
Harry, if I do, it ain't nothing compared to the contempt my government has for me.
I'll tell you, Mr. Schultz, it's nothing compared to the contempt my government has for me.
Wow. It's crazy.
Kevin T. Porter, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, right?
That's interesting.
I love it. All right, getting back, we get to Streamlabs. Dagan went to a social distance Warren Haynes show on Thursday. 2 people each designated an 8x8 grid. Mask required outdoors on a farm in Connecticut. 500 people sold out, all by obeying the rules. Felt safer than going into the grocery store. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. I think like we got interrupted by James Lavario's amazing donation.
Yes.
But like my friend went to like this drive-in rave where you drive up, you have your own stage where you hang out with your friends. If you need to go to the bathroom, that's when you wear your mask, but everything gets brought to you. And you're just like, that's how I want to do concerts. Like even in regular times, like I get my own room and I don't have to like be elbow to elbow with people. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But then who's driving home? Because I don't ever go to a concert and not get a little sloppy.
Well, what? I'm
you guys
confused,
don't get drunk. You guys don't get drunk at concerts.
But like, why is that like a COVID thing of who's driving home?
No, because it's a drive. It's a drive-in concert.
I know, but like, you don't drive to concerts. You just like take an Uber.
Uber, yeah.
Okay. Maybe you get a sober driver.
I can't.
It's about the music, Kate.
Anybody want to be my sober driver?
$14 beers? No, thank you.
Exactly.
I don't get drunk at concerts.
That'll keep me real sober right there.
You got BYOB, man. You got to do it yourself. You got to bring.
You got a BYOG. Bring your own gummy. What are you talking about?
Oh, period.
And that's on period. Okay.
Evil John Madden with the next 2. The sexual situation I use in my head to help me get to completion. Brett and Kate rolling around, throwing out zingers. Brett using his Anaconda accent and Kate using a Chicago accent, talking about manscaping to each other. I have to go finish. Oh, thank you for making me read that.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm back. Question for RB3.
Brett, we made it!
We know about Black People Time, and you told us how Black People Mail is always late. So what happens if you have a black mail carrier? Do you just never get any mail?
Oof.
Wow. Layers.
Yeah, there's layers to it. There's layers to it. I mean, honestly, all the mail carriers in our area are black. So yeah. But I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with the mail being slow, though. I think that just has to do with like our system not being, less mail drivers for more houses.
Yeah.
So
D-Train. The trial of Chicago 7 was great. Maybe one of the best courtroom dramas I've ever seen. Aaron Sorkin does what he does best. The performances were phenomenal. But if anyone were to win an acting Oscar for this, it should be Mark Rylance.
Yes, absolutely.
Agreed.
Boom. I love him.
D-Train. Who has a better Chicago accent, Kate Mulligan or Sacha Baron Cohen in Trial of Chicago 7? Or Heath Ledger as the Joker from Dark Knight.
Oh, he is kind of doing a little Chicago in there, huh?
Right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, definitely Heath Ledger then. I haven't even seen the Trial of Chicago 7, but does Sacha Baron Cohen, does he do a good Chicago accent?
Oh,
seems like it's passable. I've watched the trailer.
I would say passable.
It's definitely a character. Like he's playing a real person. Abby, all of them are real.
Abby Hoffman.
Abby Hoffman. All of them are real people, but he's a famous comedian and author that he's playing.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He does a really good job as Abby Hoffman too. He brings. Sacha Baron Cohen's a goddamn good actor. He's a goddamn good actor.
He is. I know. He's one of those comedians that you're like, why are you wasting your time with this other stuff? You're really good. Like,
I'm not going to see that.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm not going to see that.
Oh yeah, we watched Hubie Halloween too this week.
Oh boy.
Okay, I do want the Brett review for Hubie Halloween right now.
It could be one of your accents if you want.
I gotta tell. Oh yeah. Well, actually, the film wasn't that bad. It was, it was making fun of itself, and I found the humor to be not that bad. A lot of the characters were throwbacks from a lot of his other film. For instance, Ben Stiller played a character that you might be familiar with from Happy Gilmore in the beginning of the film.
Oh shit!
But all in all, it was just a fun little romp, and I enjoyed it quite nicely. It's just something nice little palate cleanser after watching the Challenger documentary.
By the way,
that is a good palate cleanser.
Great documentary, by the way.
Wow,
that Challenger documentary.
Yeah, it was legit. I said, let's check out Hubie Halloween.
Lindley was not going to watch that. We started watching when she was packing shit up before we moved, and she's like, I don't want to watch this. And I put it on, and then all of a sudden she's sucked in for 4 episodes. It's so good.
And so just devastating. Devastating. And then just the one guy that's like, I stand by my decision to this day. You're just like, wow.
Yep. You made that money, I guess, kid.
Yep.
You were evil.
Soul as fuck.
Anyway. Pac-Man Dwain. Hey guys, so I have a dumb question. With the shows like One on One and Dan's show, I know we can support by leaving a review. But question I have is to do it help by leaving a review after every show, or just one is good? I love y'all, and Kate, you sexy.
Hey.
I think you can only leave one review on podcast on Apple Podcast.
Yeah. Like you review the podcast itself, not each thing. It's not like It's not like commenting on a YouTube video like this, where commenting every day really helps. Just one 5-star review, so gets that 5-star rating. Rate and review. So you review it, and then you give us 5 stars, and that's good to go.
Yeah, but if you do want to support on YouTube, you can comment on YouTube every episode. That would really help too.
Speaking of which, how many likes do we have on this video, Ben?
306, and we got 800 watching. Come on, guys. Like the video.
Let's get to 500 before we wrap this thing up in about 15 minutes.
Come on,
Miguel. My 2 favorite sports memories are watching the Texans win their first playoff game against the Bagels at Reliant Stadium, and watching Chelsea win the championship league against Bayern.
The Champions League, Bayern Munich. Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
I love sports.
Didier Drogba header. I know, 1-0. That's how they won.
Admiral Anonymous. Did you come through ARC? Love the cost of living here. Dude, when we got to a place where it was $1.59 for gas, I was losing my fucking mind.
Pearl clutch.
Yes. And we were driving that U-Haul, and it's like a 40-gallon tank. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Did you buy a can of gas and bring it back with you on the plane?
Yeah, literally, yeah. I took it through customs. Guys, it's just gasoline. I promise. It's nothing dangerous.
It's just gasoline.
It's cheaper than where I'm going. Just come on.
Also, Ben, did you like how I keep trying to make Ben in a relationship. I was like, who's the lady that you're moving? You're like, it's not a lady.
It's definitely not. Jaiman John, has anyone seen the 2015 film Life with Robert Pattinson and Dane DeHaan? Chronicles the friendship between Dennis Stock and James Dean in 50s. Another film called Life? How many films are called Life?
Serial, Life, board game, Life the movie. Everything good is called Life.
Well, there's that Ryan Reynolds sci-fi one. There's Eddie Murphy and
That's a good
Martin Lawrence.
I like that one.
And apparently there's the Robert Pattinson. I've not seen it. Sounds good though. Michael King, do we see Ahsoka Tano in the new trailer? I don't know.
I hope not. I don't want any reveals in these trailers. Let us enjoy them like you did with Baby Yoda. Let us see it for the first time when we see the show.
Yeah.
Showing it in the fucking trailer drives me insane.
Man.
Yeah, I like all the casting rumors of Rosario Dawson and stuff like that, and Sasha Banks. Just wait to see it.
Sasha Banks, the boss. It's boss time. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
John, Ben, where were you the last couple of days? Good to see you. Thank you. Thoughts on Superman spotted on the set of Matt Reeves' film? Oh, we talked about that. And I was helping a friend move across the country. 32 hours in a U-Haul. It was pretty good.
That's a big bang bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Chew, baby. Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac? Who's the better rapper?
Oh, fuck off.
Wow.
I mean, it would be easy for me, but I'm biased.
It would be easy. I was going to say it's easy for me, and I'm not
Really?
biased.
All right.
Tupac.
Go ahead. You think Tupac? All
That
right.
would be
Yeah.
Tupac for me too.
Really?
I think Tupac had important things to say, and I think Biggie had like a really incredible flow. And I think but like Tupac's message, like Tupac in one song can get through so many profound thoughts, and I felt like that was beautiful to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just maybe my preference. I also listen. If you could to this day start playing Hypnotize, and I can't not move. There's nothing like the opening to that song. It's just like I mean, you just go in on it. So they're both incredible, but for me, it's Tupac.
Brett?
That's a tough one. I think I agree now that listening to Kate's explanation, I will go with Tupac.
Okay.
They are both.
You only have one argument. Who shot you? Hit him up.
Oh, hit him up is
one of the greatest diss songs of all time.
I think it might be in the top two. I mean, that or Ether. Those are the top two diss songs of all time, in my opinion. But
yeah.
But Hit 'Em Up is so fucking. Don't you want to fuckers have sickle cell or something? Oh, goddamn! It's so good.
Yeah.
You about to have a
That's
seizure and
how
die.
it starts. Just how it starts, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
fuck
why
them motherfuckers, man. Boom.
Yeah, like
fuck you fat mother.
You fat motherfucker. Boom. Can't get away with that.
I was like, dang, I felt offended by that one. Jesus.
I didn't even shoot him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's tough. It's tough for me because I think Biggie was on his way to becoming as much of a statesman as Tupac was. I think he was getting there. The Mo Money, Mo Problems, I know it's a great song, but that video, when you hear him talking about how much weight he's taken on after he's become famous, the exhaustion in his voice. That's a man who was self-reflective and was maybe about to make that turn and start talking about bigger issues in the black community, bigger issues about life. And I respect what Tupac did as well, but I mean, at the beginning, Tupac's talking about banging all these women and doing all these things.
Of course.
He changes, though. He changes, right? He changes, and I mean, from a backup dancer to one of the greatest rappers ever, that's an incredible thing to do. But I think Biggie from the beginning, Biggie was talking about his community and his life in that community and how he's been changing throughout. And I just think he was cut short before he had a real chance to become the greatest. I just think, that's my opinion.
I don't understand how I didn't call this kind of music, because the only kind of music there is country music, and I don't understand how these two fellas can use the N-word all the time, and I use it, and suddenly I'm a racist. I just don't get it. It's just talking words over a track, and they're stealing music from other musicians, and it's just not music, and it's not American. That's my new character called Everyone I Grew Up With.
I'm sorry. Rocha, I just got to say, though.
Yeah.
got our name from a woman and our game from a woman. I wonder why we take from our women. Why do we rape our women? Do we hate our women? I think it's time to kill for our women, time to heal for our women, be real to our women. And if we don't, we'll have a race of babies that will hate the ladies that make the babies. I mean, he just, that's my favorite. That's
absolutely.
Let's go, Kate. That's right. That's right.
Didn't he go to prison for sexual assault? No?
Yeah.
You know what?
You should have let me do that as my character.
Yeah, that's true. I should.
Fella went to prison, so he really cared about a lady, didn't he?
Wait, Tupac went to. I don't think he went to. I think he was accused of that. I think he went to jail for shooting a cop.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I was really asking. Honestly,
I actually don't know.
We got the internets right here. So
Google it.
Here's the.
Well, by the way, Brett's at 3 of 5, and we're all at 1. By the way,
I know. I'm trying to get him out there. I don't want to get exhausted.
Oh,
here's my.
Some bitch pop monkey nuts. I'll start my redneck action right here too.
I'll do Christian doing an ad.
The rap star Tupac Shakur was sentenced yesterday to 1 to 4 years in prison for sexually abusing a fan and tearfully apologized to the victim. He said he committed no crime though, so he pled innocence.
Yeah. Here's a quote from Tupac. Jail has made me appreciate women, but I hate bitches even more because I love women now. They make it bad for real women. They make it so when I meet a real woman, she's scared of me because of this bitch that I raped her. But I love women, but I hate bitches. All right. So the balance is there. The man was a complicated man, is what I say.
My point is that those lyrics in that rap song is all I'm talking about.
Great.
Those are beautiful lyrics, and that could reach people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
also, Brenda having a baby's got great lyrics as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Christian. Christian disagreeing with somebody in the chat.
Christian Harloff's in the chat?
No, I'm saying I'm doing my impression of Christian disagreeing with.
Somebody has to be talking about something that isn't.
Yeah, talk about something. Yeah, talk about something. Anybody? Yeah, talk about.
So Hubie Halloween, I thought it was really.
Okay,
fun.
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you, Brett. I gotta stop you.
No, you don't stop. You just say something.
No, this is. I guess this is. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
It's the dumbest thing. I honestly couldn't disagree more. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
What?
Pussy Lips 52 is saying.
Oh no! Not peekaboo.
That we don't. Pussy Lips 52. Pussy Lips 52 is in here saying that we don't talk enough about movies. I couldn't disagree more. I just couldn't disagree more.
We should make a T-shirt. Sorry, Pussy Lips.
What's up, yo? John Rocha. It's Rocha here. Let's go make some money, everybody. Let's make $1,000 today. Can we make $1,000? Yeah, let's get this guy going.
Listen, you broke fucks. Put in some Streamlabs and Super Chat.
I know you got money for Taco Bell, so you got money to donate. If PBS had me on there, I'd sell the place out if PBS had me on there. Fuck this tote bag. Put in some money. You like that Downton Abbey shit?
Like on all the phone banks. More. Numbers. You gotta pump those numbers up.
Lady Mary, the Dowager Countess would be so mad at you right now, you cheap son of a. Put in some money. Dave Maggie Smith, motherfucker.
Mr. Rogers needs a puppet break for fuck's sake. Put in some money.
I've done 2 of my 5.
That's good.
I got 2. I got 2 down.
All right.
Brian Brawler, Rocha, I'm glad you said that about the girl who lives in Malibu in The Vow. I had little to no sympathy for her situation.
Yeah.
Why is she even in the show? What did she add?
That's Catherine Oxenberger, though, man. She's related to the fucking Royals, dude. She lives on a whole nother plane. Seems like a really nice lady, too, hanging out with whoever in their houses and whatever. Totally. I don't discount the fact that she's a genuine person. But she lives in a whole nother realm of existence than the rest of us do. And so, it kind of came off that way multiple times throughout the show. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, whatever.
True.
Tiffany F. Listen.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about NXIVM, check out season 1.
NXIVM.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's Nexium.
That's the name of the cult.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
check out season 1 of the podcast Uncover. They go into a lot more in depth.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, I will listen to that. I'm writing that down too, Kate.
Pac-Man Dwain. Hey, Kate, I got on the story about the Wire actor that played Slim Charles. His name, Big G. When I was a kid, I went to my first go-go in DC, and he brought me on stage with his band, Backyard Band, to see how talented he is to look up his band. One more thing for Kate. When you look up Backyard Band, the best song that everyone loves here is Hello. That would be the first thing you should look up.
Wow.
Backyard Band, Hello.
Hello.
Love that
Is it
go-go.
me
DC.
You're twerking for.
I can see it in your eyes.
Molotov Shrimp Cocktail donated $20.
Thank you, Molotov.
Did Bateman say anything?
Yes. Yeah. He was not happy. You got your intended
By the way,
results. He was not happy.
if you're not an SEN Patreon yet, you got to become one just so you can watch the Ben Bateman episode of Brett and Kate's Playdate. He played music for us. It was really such a lovely episode.
Oh, I checked in. I watched a little bit.
That's good.
Saw you popped in.
Yeah.
Saw you peeking in there.
Yeah, Brett, by the way, thanks for waiting to watch Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, thanks,
Brett.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. We had a deal.
Oh, that's right.
No, I'm telling you, it was like Challenger. What? Quick!
Some comedic relief.
Yes. Oh God.
This is my song for a 2-point question. It's called the Lucas Black Blues, and I'm going to sing it on the Brett and Kate show.
Ooh.
No,
Shady.
too far.
Shady. But that's your third. Is that your third impression?
I will say, Bateman better speak up about Brendan Meyer's 2-pointer on Friday's match, because that was a tough question for a 2-pointer.
What was the 2-pointer? Do you remember?
It was like what character plays from, I don't know. It was a question about the new Grudge movie. Who the fuck saw that?
The questions are getting harder. The Bostonian? Yeah. Who the fuck's ever seen the Bostonian? Give me a break.
Well, I feel like the new release category is like an ultimate death sentence now in 2020.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When that new release came up and they said, what was it, the Grunge or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
A movie that literally I remember seeing in drive-ins for like a week, 1 week exactly, exactly.
If
like,
that.
Yeah.
That is a deep cut, and that was the new releases.
These fuckers are out of control. I love them that they're out of control.
I couldn't disagree with that more. Honestly, that's honestly RB3. I love you, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. I've never If you don't like the questions, don't play the game. It's that simple.
That's simple. It's that simple.
Is that simple?
Don't you question
These
the question
writers work so hard.
They do.
I just couldn't disagree more.
They do.
Man, I'm trying to.
That's four. That's
and
four.
I love
for me.
PJ.
I want to do Winston's impression so bad, but it would require me to do certain words that I just don't want to do in my house.
You can't say the N word.
Yeah, I want to say.
I'll do it.
N word, B word.
We'll just hit the 6-second delay on it. Does anybody have a hard out? Because we just crossed 12. So
I know. I'm sorry.
Do we have to run this?
No,
how many we got?
I'd say we do one more impression, then we're good to go for today.
Sounds good.
I'll refresh while we're doing that. So
I think we just got one from Suge.
Suge Knight 123. One of my favorite sports moments was Jordan losing in first round all those years. Losing to the Pistons, losing to the Orlando Magic. Oh, man. Losing to the Knicks. Thank you, Rocco, for your kind words from my mom. Ben, welcome back, buddy. Ready for some Among Us? I'll be on cam. Ooh, yes. Yes, I do actually. Brett and Kate, we gotta get Among Us going. Anyone in the Schmodown that wants to play Among Us, I'm definitely gonna try and organize a game this week, possibly Friday night, because I love this game so much, y'all. If you ever seen The Thing, it's like The Thing in a game where you suspect everyone of being like an alien murderer, and you have to suss out the two imposters. It's so much fun. It's really easy to play. The only skill you need to be improved on is lying to your friends.
Okay.
Well, I don't
really
do
good at that.
So most of the time.
I'm trying to hear.
I've never lied to my friends. I always tell them the truth. Tell them the truth about everything. I told them not to wear masks, and they're doing great. They're doing absolutely fantastic. Elmo, help me out, Elmo. They're doing great. Did you see my rallies? They keep calling them super spreader rallies. No one's getting sick. No one's getting sick. Everyone is fine. Absolutely fine. Dr. Fauci on 60 Minutes. I didn't know he was that small. Did you know he was that small? He's taller. He's smaller than you are, Elmo. He is smaller than you are. It's incredible. He needs security. Give me a break. He needs security to help him speak. What's up, Elmo?
It's so weird,
exactly.
Mr. God,
thank you.
that people would want to listen to a medical doctor who went to school for like medicine and stuff instead of a person who didn't.
Exactly. Those elites, they think because they went to a couple of years and listened to some crazy people talk stuff on a board that somehow they know more than you. They don't know more than you, Mr. and Mrs. America. We're the real Americans. We're the real Americans.
You should listen to that guy you sat next to in high school on Facebook and not a doctor.
Exactly.
You shouldn't listen to a doctor. You should listen to the guy who used to cup his farts and smell them in science class and shit in bags and put it on people's porches. That's the real people you should listen to about COVID.
Exactly. Speaking of my son. No, all right, never mind.
hey, whoa. We're talking about sons. Hey, I'm looking for my uncle. Yo, what's uncle? Hey, oh no, you're not uncle. Hey, yo, what's up, Trump? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, yo, Elmo, what's up, brother? Hey, you've been in this entertainment game a long time, man. I've been trying to get this Oscar. How do I get there? How do I do that? Anyway, hey, auntie. Oh, by the way, Michael B. Jordan, new Gucci collaboration, Instagram, IG. Make sure y'all check that out.
Speaking of sons, has anyone seen mine? He's very fast. Dash!
That's great. All right, I think that's it. Are we good, Ben?
Did we?
Yeah, we're good. Let me refresh one more time, and we are good.
I'm trying to go to Tashi Station, get the power converters!
Okay, let's go!
Get the power converters.
By the way, I don't think we each had to do 5. I think James Lavario wanted 5, meaning us each to do 1.
Were you on the show on Friday?
No.
No?
Yeah,
he wanted 5
each.
from each of us.
Oh, okay. Then I owe him 2.
That's fine. We'll catch up a little tomorrow. You can catch up tomorrow.
Or 1.
For sure.
I owe 1. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching this episode of SEN Live or listening to it. We appreciate however you consume this content. Thank you so much for being part of the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. You are the lifeblood and the backbone of what we do here on this network. So we can't thank you enough for joining us here with your Streamlabs, Super Chat, Schmobats, your comments, weighing in all the things you weigh in on. We appreciate and your humor as well. You make us laugh as much as we make you laugh. So thank you for that. Thank you to lovely Kate Mulligan, the strong man Brett Sheridan, the Iron Man Ben Goddard, and my brother over there RB3 holding it down for First Cut on everything they got going on over there. Give them some love. As for me, the Outlaw Nation, tonight 7 p.m. game time. We're moving our normal time because of things going on this afternoon. Join us 7 p.m. Me and Winston A. Marshall and Jay Washington, and then tomorrow night on the Outlaw Nation show, JTE. JT is my guest. We're going to catch up, have some fun. 6 p.m. PT. It's going to be a blast. Join us. All right, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your Monday. Do something positive for yourself as we start this week. And come back and see us again tomorrow, 10 a.m. PT, here on SEN Live. Peace.